let's get started with the hunter-gatherer squat. For the hunter-gatherer squat, have your feet about shoulder width apart, squat down on your haunches like shown, and don't worry if your heels aren't touching the ground. This exercise helps to create more mobility in your lower back, your hips, your knees, and your ankles. If your knees prevent you from squatting right down, then try putting a cushion behind your knees, and that'll stop you going quite as deep. Next up is the Richard Simmons. For the Richard Simmons, start with your feet wide enough apart to be able to get your fingertips to the ground. Then alternate, locking one leg right back straight and then the other one. When your leg is straight, you should feel a strong stretching sensation down the back of your leg, and when your knee unlocks, the stretching sensation should disappear. As your flexibility gradually increases over the weeks and months, you should start finding it easier to do this with your legs closer together. The next exercise is the lunge squat. Lower yourself into this position with both of your hands on the inside of your leading leg. Stretch the other leg out behind you and gently bounce your hips up and down. You can make the stretch stronger by reaching the arm on the same side as your leading leg up towards the sky and looking at your hand as you do it. Keep bouncing your hips gently while you do this. You'll probably feel this stretching the hamstring and groin of your front leg as well as the front of your hip and the trailing leg. Okay, it's time to switch to your other leg. Now we're moving on to the quad stretch. For this stretch, pull your heel up towards your bottom like shown until you feel a gentle stretch in your quad muscle. Then try to squeeze your glute muscle tight, which will tilt your pelvis backwards and flatten the arch in your lower back. This should have the effect of increasing the stretching sensation in your quad muscle. As your quad relaxes, you can slowly pull your heel closer in towards your bottom. Okay, it's time to switch to your other leg. Next, we're doing leg swings. Start by standing on one foot and swinging the other leg forwards and backwards 10 times like shown. Then swing the same leg outwards and across your body 10 times. This leg swing exercise will help to increase the mobility of your hip joint. It will stretch your hamstring, groin and hip flexor muscles, and it will also help to improve the strength and stability of the leg you're standing on. Okay, it's time to switch to your other leg. The next exercise is round the clock. Stand on one foot and work your way around the points of the clock with your other leg like shown. Try and scribe the biggest clock you can without losing your balance. This will mean letting your knee on the leg you're standing on bend as far forward as it will go without your heel lifting off the ground. Okay, it's time to switch to your other leg. This exercise will help to improve the mobility of your ankle, the strength of your calf, and it also helps to improve the stability of your hips and pelvis. Now we're moving on to alternating twisting lunges. For these twisting lunges, you need to clasp your hands together, lunge forward, and twist your body towards the leg you are lunging on. Then push yourself back up into the starting position and repeat with the other leg. Try to keep your hips and pelvis strong and stable while you do these lunges. Gently clenching your glute muscles and pulling your belly button in towards your spine should help you with this. Next up is the standing punching stability exercise. Stand on one leg and bend your other knee up to about 90 degrees. Now alternate punching your arms out in front of your body with a bit of force. Do 10 with each arm. And then punch them across your body, allowing your hips to twist slightly as you do it. Okay, it's time to switch to your other leg. This exercise helps to increase the stability in the muscles around your foot and ankle, as well as giving the hip muscles a good workout. Now we're moving on to the 1 to 10 stability exercise. For 1 to 10, you need to stand on one foot and draw the figures 1 to 10 in the air with your other foot. The bigger you make the numbers, the harder it is going to feel. This will work the muscles around the foot and ankle of the leg you're standing on and the hip flexor muscle of the leg that you're drawing with. The next exercise is bodyweight squats. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and your feet slightly splayed outwards. Start your squat by pushing your bum backwards, which should stop your knees from coming forward over your toes. Squat down to about 90 degrees and then squeeze your glutes tight to help push yourself back up into the starting position. Now we're moving on to alternating push-up side planks. Start in a push-up position with your hands under your shoulders. Drop down into a push-up, trying to keep your body in a nice straight line. Squeezing your glutes and pulling in your belly button will help to ensure your posture is correct. As you push yourself up, reach up towards the sky, looking at your hand as you lift it. Then drop down into the next push-up and repeat with the other side. This is an exercise that a lot of runners struggle with, so you can do it on a raised surface like a kitchen bench or a chair if you need to help make it easier. And we're finishing off this workout with another hunter-gatherer squat.